Welcome to the Barrier Breakers Corner, where we step out on faith and defy the odds. Today we'll be celebrating mothers, and I'll be your amazing host for today, Florence Abdullahi. In our last session, we had great mothers tell us about their stories on motherhood and their experience as well as their relationship. And today we're privileged to have two amazing guests, Lillian and Leeka. And they'll be telling us why they are here as sisters and not as mother and mother or mother and daughter. So Lillian and Leeka. Lillian, please introduce yourself. Tell us what you do, followed by Lillian. Leeka.
Thank you so much for having us on the show. We appreciate it. My name is Lillian Bruce Oliver Allen. I'm a wife, mother of two amazing kids. I work at a printing press, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a shop. We offer spa services, and I also do skincare products.
Beautiful.
Hi, I'm Leeka Nancy Bruce Oliver, and I'm the younger one. I work with a lawyer as a PA/clerk, and I'm also an entrepreneur that does makeup and hair, and I also have an online store that sells clothes and different stuff. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for coming on today. So before we start or proceed, we have a little Mother's Day icebreaker. And it's an ABC challenge, but it has a bit of twist to it, okay? So you're gonna make sentences from A to Z, taking it in turns, but starting with the letters A, of course, and Z, but they should have the word mother, mom, mama, or mommy, either of those words in it, okay? It's not as difficult, is it? It is difficult. Let's just give it a try and see. So we start with Lillian.
Okay, so the letter is A, right?
Yes, the letter is A.
Okay. A very brave and God-fearing mother.
Yeah.
That's my mom.
Good. I love that. She actually used two letters in it. Okay. Two words.
Okay.
Mother and mom.
Okay.
Yes. Leeka, over to you.
B.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But my mother is different because she loves differently.
Beautiful.
Nice.
But my mother. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
Our mother.
I can't down. You know, it's our
She's the last one. There's a special place for
Thank
last
you.
one.
I'm the second one. If I was not born, she would not come.
That's a good one. Think about it. Wisdom.
But still, I'm here.
Okay, Lillian.
So C. Certainly, I am blessed to have my mother in my life.
Yay! Good, Leeka
D,
beats that.
right?
D, yes.
Don't try her, because she know the joke.
That's a good one. That's an African mother. Don't try an African mother.
Don't try her.
No. She's fire. She's fire.
She is.
Okay,
So the next one is what?
E. Let me see the E, yes. E.
It's coming on. It's going.
It's getting harder. E.
Eager to always help me with my kids. That's my mom.
Yay! We have English people in our midst today.
English there. English not finished for us. F, where are you?
I have one for F, but let me just leave the struggle.
F.
Struggle.
F. Hey.
Or you could take a G and then she does the F since she has one for F.
Okay, yes, do the G. Okay. Do the F.
The thing don't fly, say.
Well, let's see. F.
But it starts with faith.
Okay.
So you know my mom now, she has faith.
Yeah, okay.
So continue.
Okay, so faith.
Faith is my mom's way of life.
Good.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
That's
So now
she's
you
very-
have to take G because she's done that for you.
Okay.
That will be the last one and then we give it a close.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Because I know once we start getting to L and Z, you'll be like, no,
I was
thank
even thinking
you.
about X.
Yes.
gone are the days when mommy feeds me now. She's like, Leeka, now you turn now. Try for me.
Try for me. She said, try for me.
Yes. Yes, that's a good one. Oh, it was nice. It was nice, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So now let's get in some questions that we really would want to ask you today. Lillian, tell us how motherhood has been for you and how it has shaped you over the years.
Motherhood has taught me something that I could never love. Like, I could love more than one person. I never knew my heart was that big to be able to love two people exactly the same. It was scary, especially when I had my second child. I was thinking, would I love him as much as I love my first child? And for some reason, I struggled with it for a while, but it came, and I loved him exactly the same way. It has been an amazing journey, a journey that I would go through again and again, even with all the pregnancy craziness, the labor. My sister and I was just having a conversation about my labor experience, and when she hears me scream in the labor room, she will also scream outside. So it is an amazing experience, and it's wonderful. It has been great. And one thing that I learned as well, you can never have a me time when you have kids.
No,
It's over. It's game over with that one. They would knock at any time of the day. My son would, Mommy, are you in the toilet? Yes. And
he will get you.
come in. You know, today, yes, no privacy. He will come in. Today in school, today somebody did, and I'm in the, like, CJ, I am in the bathroom. Yes. And he sits comfortably again.
He's waiting for you.
Yes, but it is a journey that I would choose, and I know I made the right decisions by having my kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you so much. Leeka, I know you are not yet a mom. No. But we've heard amazing things about you from your sister. So how has it been like being a mother figure to her kids? You know, auntie, but then a mother figure here.
I wouldn't lie. I feel like the first time was a little bit scary because obviously she has also been like a second mom to me. So I'm like, I'm about to be a second mom to somebody. How? Like, excuse me, I'm still a child under this person. You want me to come and carry somebody else? So I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. So I remember seeing her go through the whole pregnancy journey, and my God, it's different. Like, I'm like, she would just be there looking at her bed. I'm like, what are you looking at? What is this? You know? And I remember when she was going in labor, and then my mom is like, your sister is going. I'm like, oh my God. So I went to the hospital. She was screaming inside. I was screaming outside. I feel like I've not been in there, but I feel like it's beautiful. Because when she talks about it, I'm like, you know what? This is really beautiful. I want to experience the same way. Beautiful. And then my Elsie came. That's my bestie. That's Elsie. That's her first child. My bestie. So yeah, that's my bestie. So when she came, I mean the feeling. First time I saw Elsie, and then her mom was in pain, and she kept crying. I was like, yo, I know, I understand your pain right now because I've been there. You know, I need my mom, but just calm down. Yeah. So as she grew, and I look at Elsie now, I'm like, you have grown, you know. Yeah. And I'm really happy to be like the auntie figure that she always was. She's like, you know, my auntie can do makeup. Auntie Leeka, would you do makeup for my face? Don't worry, we'll do makeup together. So honestly, I feel like Elsie has really taught me a lot, and I feel like I'm also learning because I want to be a mother in the near future. So I'm learning a lot from her and from Elsie and from CJ. With CJ, I feel like maybe there's a little bit distance because obviously she had already gone to her husband. But you know, me and him are still bonding. But CJ, man, it's another breed. CJ. I'm telling you, but yes, I'm really grateful for having to experience that with her.
Great. And I can see the bond. It's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Lillian, your mom was supposed to be here today.
Yes.
But you chose your sister because she wasn't able to make it for one or two reasons.
Yes.
Why did you go with having your sister in?
If you know me, you know that my sister's always been by my side. And I am grateful for having somebody like her in my life. The age gap is 7 years.
Oh wow, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It doesn't look like it.
Yes,
Look so young.
It's 7 years, and since she has been little, I would wake her up in the middle of the night to do something for me, and she would do it. There's a respect that runs through. There is love that we share, and I am so happy that we are not one of those families that have conflict, cursing each other. Like, there's bond, and I can call on her at any time. And that just happened 2 days ago when I was at work. I couldn't go pick up the kids. She was at work and I called her, can you please pick my kids for me? She said, okay, I'll go and pick them. So I chose her because, and I say this a lot, people that I work with will tell you, if I'm not here, if I happen to leave, I want my kids to be with her because I know she would treat them better, better than I did, better than I did. So I chose her, and I will choose her again. Again. So she has been really amazing. She spoils them. She spoils them. Sometimes
she's like their grandma.
I remember this time I went to pick up my daughter from school. She's like, Mommy, why are you picking me? I said, what? She said, Auntie Leeka is supposed to pick me. You know, she's going to take me to shopping center to go and buy toys. I said, okay, no problem.
Now I know. Now we know. Okay, so she just talked about, you spoiling them. That's a very valid point. Do you spoil the kids?
I mean, I do with the little I have.
With a little,
yes.
But yes. In a good way.
In a good way.
Like when they're doing the wrong things, you tell them.
Yeah, I tell them, especially Elsie. She knows when she does something wrong. She's like, Auntie Leeka is coming. And she tells me, Auntie Leeka is coming. So I'm like, Elsie, you know what you did is wrong. She said, Auntie Leeka, I'm sorry. I said, good. But when she does something, especially, I remember one time her mom called me and said, you friend, you passed it. And I said, So I called, I said, Elsie, Auntie Leeka, I passed. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to treat you guys. So when I have the little I have, I'll take them out. Or when they're over at my house, I don't have nothing to do. We go out to the beach, we go out to eat. The small things I have. Because it's very important. These little things, it really matters to these kids, honestly. Yeah. So I try.
It's beautiful. And so, Lillian, how did you guys build this relationship? Was it there from the... Not every siblings have this bond. Yes. You meet some siblings and they're not even close to their... Yes. So let us know, what's the history behind it? Is it your parents? Is it you guys?
I think it's the struggle.
It's a struggle.
It's funny.
You guys struggle together.
And it's funny because my parents got divorced when I was in grade 6. I was very young at that time. So I was always moving from places. I was either with my mom or with my dad or with an auntie. So she also moved. And we didn't even get to spend a lot of time together. But one thing that I believe that made our relationship stronger is the respect that we share for each other. So we have always built our relationship on respect. I cannot remember, please correct me if I'm wrong, a time where we had an argument.
Really?
I cannot remember. I would tell her.
My brother, hold on.
Yes. No, we fought with our brother. No, not even as kids. Like I cannot remember fighting because we never spent so much time together in a place. So, but it's different with our brother. One time I met them fighting. I didn't even ask what the problem was. I just came and entered. When my mom came, like, you want to kill my son for me? And I was like, you better tell your son to mind himself. So the bond, I don't know how we came about this close. Maybe because it's the age gap, and I don't look at her as my little sister. I look at her like, okay, I can be a mom to her. Definitely. And maybe because I'm a bit, like I was very mature for my age at that time. But even with my brother, it's the same. My older brother is the same. The respect that we have, I know he's my elder. It doesn't matter what he tells me to do, I'll do it. But when he does something wrong, I will tell him in a very respectful manner, what you did is not right, you're supposed to do. And when we have a conversation, yes. So I think, I don't know, it's the love too as well that we have.
To me, I feel like it's the struggle. I feel like, honestly, I feel like this girl has been through a lot, and she being here and she doing what she's doing right now, she's always been my role model. Like I remember when she was doing the face of officer thing, yo, watch me come inside school and be like, that's my sister.
When she was a model?
Yeah, she did the face of officer.
I was part of like a contest on TV. I think I just finished school.
Yeah. The whole face of officer
thing. So I was in junior school, so I was like, with the surname. So as soon as I said, that's my sister. That's my. Did you know the face of officer is my sister? So since then, I was always looking up to her, like I want to be like her. And I watch her go through certain things as a young person, and I'm like, you know what? Like she is strong. And it's just, I feel like she has always been like a mother figure to me. Because certain times, I feel like you can't really talk to your mom about certain things. So I feel like I can always run to her, and she has always been like very open with certain things too. I can come and be like, Lillian, I feel like this is this and that, and she's like, Leeka, no. No, that's not it. So let me tell you how you're supposed to do it, and then I'll listen. Sometimes, I mean, I don't do the exact thing, but I end up coming back. But I end up coming back and be like, Lillian, I did not do the same thing you said, but yes, yeah. But at least, you know, she would tell me. And the thing is, I feel like when it comes to her, she doesn't sugarcoat. Please leave that one behind. She will tell you how it is. She's like, if like it or not, Lilika, Nila for the made how manak. So I'm like, okay, you know. So honestly, I've watched her grow as well. Yeah, beautiful. Honestly, like she's doing well. She's doing great. She's been through it.
Well, we all have. When we opened the store that we share a store. Okay. When I first got the store, it was too big for me, and I was like, you know what? You can do makeup. You're supposed to be charging people to do makeup. Why are you giving free makeup to people? So we are going to take this store together, and you are going to be in the front buy and force. You are going to pay rent. So she's like, hey, Lillian, you as Leeka, you have you're blessed with your hands. You can do makeup. You need to go out of your comfort zone and make money out of this thing. It's like a given gift that God has given you. A lot of people, I cannot do makeup. I don't even want, she's good at it. So why don't you explore this thing and then go into it? It's something that you like. So we share the store, we separate the bills, just like that. She was like, I took the store, I was like, you are paying. I've already taken half.
The rent don't do. Wait, you know.
So I get, like she said, maybe the struggle that we guys have been together differently, because she has struggled as a young child without both parents. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to go through. So maybe it's the struggle, like she said.
And today we see the beauty of it. We see the product of working together as a team. Yes. And this place is just, I entered and I was like, this is nice, this is lovely. I mean, the whole thing. You guys are doing well. Well done. So Lillian, what have you learned from your experience of being a mother? What have you learned from motherhood? As you know, raising your kids and all of the...
When it comes to motherhood, it's going with the grace of God. Because as a new parent, you don't know what to expect. And because of the way the world is now, we used to have extended families. I remember growing up with my cousins in my grandmother's house. But now we don't have that liberty because of so many crazy things happening now. So for me, it was just the grace of God. But I still had my mom's support, help. When I gave birth to my daughter, I didn't know how to take her bath. My mom helped. For 3 months, she took care of her and all of those things. But you do need grace of God, because you brought a life into this world, and you're looking at the person and you're responsible for somebody's life until at least they know what to do.
That's true.
So I have learned that you have to be flexible. And some people are so bent on doing things a certain way. I don't believe in that. True. I tend to go with the flow. Yeah. For me. So right now, let's say I try to take Elsie. Elsie is more of she's smart. She's more book smart. My son is street smart. He doesn't like to learn, but he's very smart. He is smart, he's like me. Yes, he is like me. He learns what he wants to learn. He wants to learn, he likes French. Okay. So he learns French. Now Elsie is very competitive. Okay. Every morning she would wake up early just so she would take bath first and tell the brother, I took bath before you, I'm eating before you. So I was like, okay, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. Yeah. You know, I keep telling her, this is your brother, you cannot be too competitive. But mommy, you know, I have to take force. So even in class, she will come to me, mommy.
Is she the older one?
She's the older one.
Oh,
but then
but
my son he's not, you can bully my daughter, but you cannot bully CJ. Elsie is, in as much as she's smart, she's very timid. She tends to get into her shell with something little. Now with CJ, you give him, if I beat CJ, he will cry for 1 hour, and then he will come back and then beat me. That he does not let it slide. Yes, with him. And he would fight. I've seen him fought people because of his sister. So yes, so I've noticed that with motherhood have taught me taught me that I should not only love my kids, I should love other people's children. For me, that's motherhood. Loving other people's children, seeing other people's children and treating them exactly how I would treat my child. And that's not happening now. People think their own children are better than somebody else's child. And you wish good for your children, but you don't wish good for somebody else's child. And you never know with these things, because as life goes on, that child that you treated badly would be the one to put you in a position where, or just put you in a position where you needed help and they helped you. But when they were young, you were not there. You could have helped and you didn't. You know? So it has taught me to love not just my own, but other people's children. And that's one thing that I'm grateful for, and sharing as well with other women, other mothers, because not everybody is privileged to have maybe what I have. So I always try to share as much as I can with other mothers as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lillian. So for our last question, what advice do you have for young mothers and siblings who are struggling with their relationships, mother, daughter, sibling relationships? What advice can you give them to help build it up, or not to feel bad about it, but to get up from wherever they are and, you know, build things again?
So one thing I would say is, even if you have an issue with your sister, your sibling, communication for me. You need to communicate. Like if they did something to you that you don't like, you communicate to them. And sometimes parents get in between these siblings. Sometimes parents do that to their kids. I don't know, for some reason they just try to separate their kids.
That's true.
They do that,
and they let them know that you are the favorite.
Exactly, and that brings a lot of issues. I remember telling my mom one time, look, you cannot come in between my siblings and I. What you tell me, she knows. The other one knows. Everybody knows. So yes, sometimes we even call each other and we are gossiping my mother. And then if for reason she has, she said, "Una de Congo Sami." But I think as siblings, especially the elder one, my brother set the right pace for me to follow. You know, and I also did for her. My brother has never treated me, even in school. I spent more time with him than her. I remember going for Valentine one day as kids. So he came and then I wasn't there. He knows it's Valentine. Obviously, I went out. So one of his friends came and said, "Where's your sister?" He said, "She's gone out." She said, "How can you let her go out? It's Valentine, you know, she's going to her boyfriend." She said, and he told me that it's none of my business.
Yeah, exactly.
She's my sister, yes. And but I don't control her life. And it's the same thing with me. I would advise, but it's her decision to see what she want to take. I cannot force. And also as the elder one, you have to have patience. If you're the oldest, you have to have patience and bear with people that come behind you, because they're going to falter and you're also going to fail.
True.
But if you have patience and try to bring them together, then it will be okay. But because you are the elder one, we want to be a tiger in the family, it's not going to work. Because we grew up. Yeah. We're not kids anymore. We have lives. I have children. Imagine my brother trying to become a tiger in my life. I would just cut him off.
True.
Imagine me becoming a tiger in her life. She would cut me off because she's not a child anymore. I can only advise, and then I cannot enforce. Exactly. Yeah. So as an elderly person or as an elder sibling, you need to be I feel like you're the person that should bring the family together. If your parents can't do it, you take up the responsibility and bring your younger siblings together. You know, it would not be easy, but at least try. Yeah. Then you will know that you have done your best. You leave the rest to God to do.
In my point, I'll say respect. As long as you know that that's my older brother and that's my older sister, everything will be okay. Like they're human beings. They falter as well. I mean, they haven't had their lives together. They're also figuring out their lives, and you want them to figure out yours. It's not possible. Like, give them a break. You understand? Yeah. So it's like, sometimes I feel like they also want to be the younger one. They want somebody to be like, advise me. Like, I'm going through it. Can I want you to just advise me sometimes, Leeka. Like, please talk to me. You know, and I'm like, Lillian. You know, for doing so. So I feel like it's just respect. If I come to Lillian, I need to know how to approach her, how to talk to her, how to, the attitude. Like, I'm not supposed to be rude because No. That's my older sister. No matter what, heaven, that's my older sister. She's always going to be my older sister. She's always going to be the older one. So I feel like as long as there's respect in the family, like everybody knows their position.
Yeah. Talking of that, like I believe, I don't know, because maybe I'm Aku. I believe in hierarchy in family. There's there's hierarchy. Your older brother or your sister is your older one. As long as you know that, it's you get and then as long as the older one knows that, okay, these are my siblings. For me, respect. There's a thin line between telling somebody the truth and being rude. You can tell somebody the truth in a very nice way, and maybe they might not even realize you've actually addressed them until they get home. And they say, wait, this person just addressed me like this, and I didn't even know because of the way you talk to them. So again, for me, I am very big on respect. If I find myself in a situation where I feel like a sibling is disrespecting an older person, I get offended. I get it gets to me, and I usually take sides in situations where I'm not even supposed to get involved. But for me, and that's one thing that I'm grateful for, maybe it's because of my tribe or how my parents brought me up, I believe in respect. And it doesn't mean you have to earn it. As long as I am older than you, I deserve respect. For me, people can have different opinions from me, but that is even with my kids. I'll tell CJ, Elsie is older than you, so you have to be respectful. Sometimes CJ will just come and slap Elsie, and I would tell Elsie, slap him back. And then the father was like, I said, slap him back.
Violence.
Yes. Because the world that we live in now, it's crazy. If she goes to school and have her classmates slap her, if she does not retaliate, they're going to bully. That is how you start bullying people. Because you have already slapped somebody and they decided to use peace. No. It's okay. If you slap me, I will slap you 10 times. And then we move. Trust me. So exactly, respect for me is a big thing, and I feel like everybody should have that in them. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was thorough. So we have one last activity for you guys to do.
Okay.
You look into each other's eyes.
Wow.
And tell yourselves, say something beautiful to each other. Something that you always wanted to say. Could be like that last speech before our wedding.
Yes.
Maybe you'll say it on the wedding day again.
No,
that's a different speech. Yes. So who wants to start?
I'll start. Like,
You got this.
Madam Leeka.
You got this.
So, I want you to know that I love you. God knows that I love you. And I pray for you consistently that whatever that you desire in this life shall be yours in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I want you to know that I'm proud of the woman that you are becoming. You're young, you're beautiful, and people are doing things to get things, but you decided to take the how do you call it? The honest way. You could have said, hey, let me do what all other girls are doing. But you are working hard for every dollar that you have. And your older sister is proud. Is proud of you. Like, I cannot even understand. Like, I am proud. And I love you. And I love the way you love my kids. And I love the way you've been there for me times without number, without even knowing it. So thank you for having my back all the time. I know I can count on you.
Thank you.
And may God continue to bless you.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Like cutting onions.
Lillian, Bruce, Oliver, Allen. I want to thank you for giving me the greatest gift in life, which is Elsie and CJ. Thank you so very much, because I feel like I see Elsie, I see you. I see Elsie, I see your struggle, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful for having you as a sister, because let me tell you something, man. It's not easy to find sisters like you nowadays. No, it's not easy to find sisters that tell you like, Leeka, what you're doing is wrong. Change. Or Leeka, I don't want you to do this. Or Leeka, no, you're doing something wrong. Please change. Like, you are the person that I come to and you tell me the honest truth. Like, you don't sugarcoat, you don't go left, you tell me what you're doing is wrong. And I appreciate that. I will choose you over and over and over. When I say and over again, to be my sister, yeah? Like, you don't understand. Thank you so very much for pushing me. Thank you so very much for having faith in me. Thank you so very much for seeing the potential that I myself haven't seen in myself.
Can you imagine?
Thank you very much for investing in me. And thank you very much for just being there for me, bruh. I would never, never, ever replace you.
I love you.
Aww. This is so beautiful. It's a beautiful bond. Yeah, that's your G, yeah? It's a beautiful bond you guys have, and a lot of us envy you. I have a little sister, but she's like 9 years old, so the gap is so big.
I know.
It's so huge. Yeah, she's my daughter. I call her my baby.
Yeah,
so.
she's your daughter.
But this is beautiful, and thank you for your time here. So Barrier Breakers Corner has something special for you. Yes, we want you to continue this bond in a spa. Yes, so we're having you have a treat at a spa, and that's your ticket to the spa.
Come on, Aunt Leeka.
Just have a wonderful time, take some pictures, gist what you can gist, and have fun.
Thank you so much, the Barrier
Yeah.
for having us. We appreciate this.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We hope to have you next time. Yes.
Maybe I've already been made on this.
You see that thing? Yeah. I get it. Thank you, viewers, for watching. I'm sure we've learned a whole lot. We've learned about the importance of communication, of respect for your mother, your siblings, your family members, and that is really what builds a lot of bond. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to all mothers around the world. Bye.